subscribers, and ooh, that's crooked. And thank you to my returning subscribers. Without you all, none of us would be here. You are the backbone of our community. So with that said, let's get into some hellos. Hi, Sherry R. Hey, Sam. Okay, sweetie, if you need to get some sleep, get some sleep. That's a little bit. There we go. Hi, Tina. Sorry, I moved my desk around this past few days, and nothing is where I wanted it now. The monitors are further away than they should be, I think. I don't know. But there we are. Hi, Ricky. Hi, Tennessee. Amanda, how are you doing? And Lene. Hey, Bonnie. You forgot for a minute. And Tammy and friends, hi, how are you doing? Kitra, Carmen. I hope you're all doing well. I just wanted, like I said, I wanted to pop on and just chill with you guys. It's Saturday night. My hands aren't going to be working on anything today because what I have to work on, I actually have to count. And you're bugging your puppy. Hi, Coley. Oh, thank you, Lene. I loved being on it too. Hi, Karen. Um, Karen, I don't know if you noticed the new, because members get a little bit of early access to the videos, and I did a short for the Stitch that's upcoming. I don't know if you noticed something in that short. Thank you for those. Me and Panda both love them. Hi, Sarah. Bonnie, that's cool. I'm glad you were able to like learn it and go with it. But like what I'm working on right now, I can't show you the project because it's still a secret, but I could show you the yarn. I showed it. Hi, Barbara. I showed it with Craig yesterday, but I'm using the Big Twist. Am I even holding it the right way? The Big Twist Supernova in the colorway Mother Earth. This is a 20% wool, 80% acrylic. It actually doesn't mess with me, so I can use it. And the project I'm working on requires a lot of counting right now until I get to where I want, and then from there it doesn't. And so we gotta, oh, I forgot to do one thing. Give me one. I don't know why I have to do this every time. There we go. We're gonna save that for right now. I can change it back. Yeah, I can. Actually, I'm gonna up it. Give me one more minute. There we go. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know why I keep forgetting to change it every time. Because like this vertical actually helps with my anxiety. Believe it or not, like lives give me anxiety, and if I can just decrease my anxiety the best way I can, verticals do it for me. And I've been doing it way before they put them in the feed. But like the StreamYard lives, you get the thing blaring at you, telling you how many people are in there. You could put something over to hide it, but I'm not gonna have that gummy stuff from like stickies or stick post-it notes having a chance to adhere to my computer monitor. So I just do it this way. I don't see the number of the people. So hi, Chris. But this, I'm working on the project. It requires a lot right now. I'm doing some increasing. That's as far as I can give. And the increasing requires me to do a lot of counting because, yeah. The short that came out is right. It'll come out for everybody on Monday, but I have people pay to be members, Carmen. So The only thing I can really offer is early content. Give the content early, and every blue moon we do a members only live to where we sit there and we chat, and I may give something away. I may do a uh, item make giveaway. This coming one that I have in February, I don't have anything I can do for that, but soon. And how many yards are in this? I don't remember. 475 yards. Uh, I made a triangular scarf. I don't remember what the measurements are. um, and it's I made a triangular scarf with the Milky Way Galaxy colorway. The one I say looks like Fruit Loops in a bowl. That's really what it looks like. Fruit Loops and milk is what it looks like to me. And it took 3.5 to make a triangular scarf in Tunisian. Now, regular crochet is probably going to take 2. Let me see. What are y'all talking about over here? Holy moly, Michael, I've never noticed your subs before. Look at you. I know it's kind of, it's a little scary. It's a little scary. Yeah, Amanda, the white rainbow one. Yeah, I'm getting closer to that number, and it's getting a little scary. I mean, the growth has been a little scary. Don't get me wrong. The growth is like, oh my gosh, and I try not to pay attention to it just because it'll affect my anxiety. That's me in a nutshell. Yeah. Thank you, Michelle. Actually, the triangular scarf is sitting right here. I haven't filmed it yet. Oh, come on. Now, this blanket you're seeing here is actually my very first Tunisian blanket ever done. And I actually did it on one of these years ago. And I use it as an armrest. My armrests are fine. It's just they're not as in as I'd like my armrest to be. So I put that there. The triangular scarf, which I still haven't filmed. It's a good size scarf. And I think it worked up, that Milky Way Galaxy worked up really pretty. I like how it started going to stripes and then it starts doing the whole zigzaggedy fade thing. I really do like the way it came out. I haven't filmed it yet. There's quite a few things I have done, which we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. I have not used Premiere at, what's that? Serenity at all. The only Premiere yarn I've ever used is the Premiere Gradient, because I use, hi Jackie, I used it on the Rwanda that I just finished. And thank you for Cecilia for being a member for 6 months, and Karen for 3 months. Thank you all so much. Oh, it is. I used it. I'm not a fan of it. It's too. It almost feels like if you've ever used the Lucky Brand bamboo, that's what it felt like to me. It was pretty kind of slickish, and I just didn't, because what I have been working on these past many weeks that I really haven't been in a lot of lives, besides the wrap, the scarf, and then I just got done with the blanket. The Valentine's Day scarf. Then this, then this triangular scarf, the Erie, or Aisha, or however you want to say it. Because it's done. You can see how, look at that texture. Like, oh my gosh, all I got to do is film it. There's the Rwanda. I got to finish filming it. There's, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm getting my heating blanket because my legs hurt. That blanket that I just showed actually is the blanket coming out this. I'm actually moving it. Normally I do item makes on Fridays. Well, I'm moving it to this Wednesday. I'm bringing it up. Oh, thank you. I'm bringing that one up to Wednesday. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it Wednesday because I'm gonna film it Monday. Go ahead and edit it and get it out. Then I'm going to be working on finishing up the Rwanda, because the Rwanda panels are done. I've got both panels done, and it'll be trimmed in this Big Twist favorite faux fur. Oh, and then I have three ear warmers, a slouchy. Those are all filmed. I just got to do some blankets and the triangular scarf, the blanket, the Rwanda. So I've been busy. Thank you. Hey, Chris. Hi, everybody that came in. Jackie, that blanket is actually a panda. It's the exact same pattern he did for the one that that's been up there before. It was the teal and hot pink with glitter yarn. Well, he did it in blue and yellow this time around. And so it's it's a big cat with a little cat. I don't know if you could, yeah, there you go. You can see the tail right there of the big cat. So he did that. He asks me for a pattern, and well, he'll send me what he wants, and then we just do it, and I get him all that he needs, and he does it. He likes doing that stuff. No, the pattern, he still is going to be writing them up, but he will put it up there. Hi, Quilty. Like these are easy to write patterns and stuff for, but like my Ireland blanket, that's going to be a little hard to write a pattern for. It's hard, but it's not. It's hard because of the stitch pattern, but then it's a 2-row repeat, so it's not hard after that. But it is, so yeah, that's what's been going on. And then this week has been really busy for me. I was on Wednesday morning with Ola Jo. I was on with her over at Mikey's house, the Crochet Crowd. We spent about an hour over there just chit-chatting. And then Friday evening, I was over at Fiber Spiders, Craig's house. Let me get that resituated. There we go. So it's been a busy week and doing what I wanted to have to get done. There was a stitch I've been wanting to film, so I went ahead and I kind of messed around with my spreadsheet to get that stitch filmed, because it's going to be needed for pattern coming up. So I had to get that in there. So I had to get that stitch filmed because it's going to be needed for a pattern that's going to be coming up for an item that I'm making. Yeah. Hey, Amber. Let me mute y'all 1 second. Sorry. There we go. Hi, Catherine. Thank you all for coming in. And what else we got going on here? I've got some blankets that my very next blanket I should be starting not this weekend, not next weekend, but the following weekend after that. I should have everything I want filmed and edited. I'm gonna do another 15. I want to do 15 stitches tutorials, get those done. That's what I want to do. I don't know if I'm gonna do it just because stitches. I mean, I can do about 7 or 8 a day, but it's just how do I? Because there's certain projects that I want to have come out that yeah. So I want my stitches. Hi, Emma's Mimi. Hi, Liz Crochet. And I want to have them come out like the stitch drop and then the pattern drop that I'm using it in, type of thing, you know. So the main stitch that's kind of hit that's hasn't ever been filmed for the Ireland blanket came out last week. It's that the twist stitch. And then there's I've got a mess ton of blankets, but the very next blanket I'm gonna be doing said I gotta find the calendar. That should come out, or well, I should be able to start that on the 22nd. Around the 22nd, I think I should be done with all this other excess filming because the way I'm doing things right now, that'll give me enough content until May. And I'm ordering some cotton yarns sometime this month because you can hear Panda. I've got quite a few bags, well, no, I can't say quite a few. I got some bags I want to do. And then I need to order some in Christmas colors because there's some Christmas things I want to do with cotton that. So the way I'm trying to do things now is with every other week being an In the Yarn studio episode. It helps me with time-wise. Well, hello, everybody that came in. Thank you, Barbara. Hi, Kendra. Hey, Cops. Jonathan. And Melissa G. It allows me more time to concentrate on these longer patterns. There's two shawls I really want to do. I'm just trying to think of the weight and the color that I want to do. One is an Easter shawl. I do want to do an Easter shawl, but I'm just trying to figure it out. Hi, Debbie. Thank you. And I'm just trying to figure out the stitch pattern and whatnot. That's both shawls. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with them. That's the hard part about designing. You gotta. And that's awesome, Amber. It looks really great what you've done. Just trying to figure that out, what I want to do with them. And of course, I got wraps. I got other stuff. I've got a lot. And of course, ideas just keep coming in. For Mother's Day, I will be dropping something special. But I don't think that's gonna. I think that comes out like 2 to 3 weeks before Mother's Day. I don't have my glasses on, so I really can't see. I can't. Hey, you know what? I can kind of cheat. I have another phone here. We go to camera. Boom. Oh, that still did not help me. I was trying to cheat, but that didn't help. You wave stitch blanket. That's awesome. Yeah, Emmett, thank you. That was a fun live. Mikey is such a character. That man is just, he's awesome. Mikey is awesome. And Amber, I'll be setting that up tonight so we can get in StreamYard and we can just chit chat and you can show me what you're talking about. Um, yeah, but there's gonna be something special for Mother's Day, and like I said, it's either 2 or 3 weeks before Mother's Day is when I wanted to have it come out, and it is a very simple project. You're not gonna need anything special unless you want something special with it. So you'll be able to make a mess ton of them. If you want to make a 12, you can make 12 of them. And or if you just want to make one, you can make one. They will be quick and easy to do. And it'll be Tunisian on top of that, since that's really all. I mean, I know how to crochet, I do. It's just I want everything I do to be 100% Tunisian, so it'll be Tunisian. And then some of the bags I have planned for this summer are like a Japanese knot bag. I've got, still want to do that picnic bag that I said I wanted to do since last summer. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done this summer. So I need cottons for that. I have the insulation stuff, so why not? Question, but there a way to do some of these regular crochet? I've tried Tunisian, but I totally suck. You know, Debbie, a lot of Tunisian crochet stitches are kind of based off of a mix of knit and crochet stitches because they work so well together. Japanese knot bag, Krista. But Debbie, they kind of they work well off of each other. So a lot of these stitches are based off of a combination of the two. They may look similar, but they may be named something different. Yeah, the stitch Bonnie first decided to, I'm going to do Tunisian. She decided I want to do, oh, what is it called? The full cluster stitch, or the cluster full stitch. But she's doing really great at it. I'm trying to also film I need to get back to refilming the older stitches because I want to do an introductory. As soon as courses are available to everybody, where we can set up our own course, because it's not available to everybody yet. It's still in testing. So once they set up where the creators can do courses, I want to do a beginner's course. You know, where we do an introduction video, and then we just go through and, well, let's start with the very first stitch. Let's go to the next base stitch and do like the 5 basic stitches, because if you can learn the base 5 stitches, you can learn about 90% of these other stitches. Ada. Oh, wow, Debbie, I'm sorry. But I know like some people have issues with Tunisian just because of it's holding your needle a certain way. It's, you know, a lot of people just have issues with it. And a lot of it too has to deal with, now I can't really show the full project, but I can give you a little glimpse of what I'm trying to get through. But a lot of it is, shoot, I gotta turn it that way. A lot of it is holding all these loops on your hook. That's where a lot of people get turned away from. And as soon as you can overcome that aspect of it, then it really does get a lot easier. Where is my, I'm trying to find, I don't know where I put it. I think it's over there. It has to be. Yeah. But like, I think what I helped me understand Tunisian a lot better and not get so frustrated with it is, I'm wondering if I got one in here. Oh, I do. Is I did it first for on just a regular crochet hook, you know, and I think that helped me being able to deal with the more and more stitches, and then I increased up. So I think that a lot of people have that issue is they can't do it. And if you ever have any questions, you can ask Bonnie. I will answer them. You can contact me through Facebook anyway through Facebook, and I will get it. It comes up on my phone, so and my phone's always with me. I mean, just like everybody else, we leave our phone. Hi, Kelly. Welcome from Canada. And I will answer it. And if I have to put out a little video, tag you in it, I've done that in the member section, you know, so you can understand it. I do that because I want people to understand. I want people to learn. Hello, Nacy. Hi, everybody that came in. And yes, I want. That's why I'm wishing that we would have had that, or that they've already rolled out the courses section, because I could have filmed everything I want to film and get it ready and get it all situated, and everybody can go step by step. Because I understand how, you know, with some people that there are some channels. I'm trying to be politically correct here, that they can't learn from. And then there's some, everybody teaches differently. There we go. Everybody teaches differently, and everybody has a different learning style. The way I teach, you know, can help somebody and may not help somebody. And I like to teach with repetition, because I think with repetition, we learn it. Let's see. And as soon as that goes live, we'll get the notice like 2, 3 weeks before things go live. And before that goes live, I'll be able to film the introduction that I want to film, and I'll refilm a lot of should have my other stitches refilmed. So that way it's just a course that just flows, and, you know, and literally, as I said, many people can hear that have contacted me can tell you I have helped them. You know, I've done um, video messenger calls with Nisi, you know, helping her. I, I, it doesn't bother me to help, because I'm the one trying to get it out there more. I'm going to make sure you guys are learning it. And I'm going to go ahead and spin the last 5 and do that. So let's see who we got. Hi, Penny. Jessica, Emma, Susan, Karen F, or Kristen F, sorry, and Diane Massing. Congratulations. Oh man, one sec. Yeah, my my sinuses and stuff are messing with me, because we were 84 yesterday. We're 50 something today. Tomorrow we're gonna be 40 something. So I'm probably gonna be coughing. And Debbie, that's what I will be doing. The introduction video, I have one, but that's my very first video, and I've learned a lot since I've done that. So when I say a lot, I mean I learned a lot filming wise, and that's why I want to refilm a lot of these stitches, is because I learned a lot, and then my introduction video, I didn't get my point across, if that makes sense. So I want to refilm it and get my point across. And so the introduction video will be refilmed. And there's things now that I think of that should have been in it that wasn't in it. You know, back looking at it a year and some change later. Oh, I feel that. Like, Krista, I'm always, which, speaking which, the timer just went off because it's getting cold. I always have a heated throw on my legs just because they always hurt. And the heat helps some. Hi, kitty. Let's see if I missed anything. Yes, please remember to leave your thummies, please. Thank you so much. Excuse me. People want any tips for people? I knew I missed one, the sapphire, and I'm sorry about that. Any tips for people wanting to learn Tunisian have to use ergonomic hooks due to pain limitations? See, that's... I really have no tips on that because I've never ran across that. I don't have that issue. I don't even think there are any ergonomic. Oh my god, why do I keep saying ergonomic like it's freaking like it's a car? Ergonomic hooks out there for Tunisian crochet. The only thing I could think of is if you want to do Tunisian crochet, and I don't really think they do, but you can get one of the Afghan hooks and get that what's that stuff called? Coban, and just tape it where you can still have it there, but you'll be doing a smaller project, but that's fine because you could do a long strip as a smaller project and then still connect them together, and you could still sew them together like long panels, or you could do a lot with just this hook. But if you want to get that like Coban, and you could build it up to where you got your nice comfort grip, you could do that. And you can you can do a 10 stitch blanket, you can do entrelac, you can do a lot. You don't need those fancy the cabled sets in order to do it. Like I said, just you get some Coban, get an Afghan needle, tape it up, and go. Emma, it all depends on the weight of your yarn. You're usually going to want to go up 2 sizes from your yarn, and that helps decrease any curl, but you're still going to have curl. It helps decrease any curl, plus it allows your return pass to not be as bunched up as it is. So Debbie, I hope that helped you understand. I will be doing those videos here soon. I want to get these other things filmed first, and then because there's some cool stuff I want to play with in the editing software. So I want to do those like intro beginning video to Tunisian crochet with that new stuff. Let's see. Yes, Krista, that might work. Tunisian crochet can be, you don't need to go out and buy a mess ton of hooks or anything. You can do, if it's a normal 4-weight, usually you're going to need about a 7 millimeter. What is the size of 7? millimeter. I don't remember. And I'm blind because I don't have my glasses on, so I don't know what a 7 millimeter is. But in U.S. numbers. Or you can get the $14 sets off of Amazon. I think they got like they're a bamboo with a tubing on them. Those work good. You know, I have a set over here. It's hanging over here on my yarn thingy. I just prefer, a wooden set. So I use a wooden set. And then I also, when I'm trying to work up something fast, I use the metal cabled ones. I like these. These are like $30. I think they're at $30 right now on Amazon or one of those, or AliExpress. The whole set are pretty cheap now. They've come down. I know, right? Yeah, Debbie, right? I wish there was such thing. Um, and Ada, if you can just go to, if you have a Hobby Lobby or Michael's right now, or Joann's, because they're still open right now, and you can get the Afghan hooks, and that'll make that scarf in a heartbeat. Or even if you got it a little bit longer than normal crochet hook, you could still make it. Hi, Gina. Okay, Debbie. Hey, not for frogging. That's Gina. But I mean, there's just so much you can do with Tunisian. I've got so many plans coming. I'm just trying to build to them. I've got so many things I want to do, and I need to get them done in that order. Because if I don't, it messes me up. And if I'm messed up, then it shows in my work, and I don't want that to be shown. I don't want my mess ups to be shown. And Ricky, yes, like I love. Well, I have the. Oh, come on. I have the U.S. version of the Knit Pro, which is Knitter's Pride, the ginger set. I got the whole set, but I love the wood. I just feel like I love the wood. Now I'm using the metal on what I'm doing over here, and some things require the metal because cotton with these wood, these are wood, and the cotton on these just drag. So I don't really like using these with cotton, and so I use the metal AliExpress set on, because my mother-in-law got me the set for Christmas, and I use those when it comes to wood, or not wood, but to cotton, or when I have to do something fast, because they actually help with the return pass to make everything fast. Hi, Jessica. That was one of the monthly ones, Jessica, that you got. And congratulations. Hi, Doggy Life. I think I want to learn how, and you are clearly the most knowledgeable person I have watched, but I am scared of cat. I purchased a book, but I don't know what to purchase needles-wise and otherwise. Nancy, well, thank you for that. I have 15 years experience with Tunisian. Depends what your budget is. You don't Tunisian to kill the your needles, in my honest opinion, should not be the most expensive thing you use when you're crocheting. Your yarn should be. So I have a pricey set, but I also have budget sets, and the budget sets work just as good. The metal ones, everybody. I'm grabbing them. I got a drawer right here that has them. Oh no. But there we go. This set that everybody has been grabbing. They're cheap right now on, I believe, Amazon. No, I don't know. I don't know. I know AliExpress, they're cheap right now. Somebody said they're on Temu. Like $30, and they come with the cables that they come with are really, really great cables. Oh, come on. They're they're braided metal and they're swivel, and they're like $30 right now. So those are really cheap, and they're really great set. They're growing up. They grew on me pretty fast. I believe they're on Amazon as well. No, I do not, Doggy Life. I believe they're on Amazon, and I know they're on AliExpress. And the wooden sets, like my wooden set, it is a pricier wooden set. It's a Knitter's Pride. Now, Knit Pro is the exact same thing, ginger set, and they're, helps if I open it up the right way, doesn't it? And they're nice wooden, they are actual wooden needles, and it comes with a nice little magnet to hold your little pattern if you're doing a pattern. But, you know, so this is a pricier set. It's over $100 US. That other set, the metal ones from Amazon, I don't know if they're on Temu. I really don't. I've heard they were. I don't know. But I know they're on Amazon now, and I know they're on AliExpress. And they're actually a really good set. Depending, Nancy, depending on the maker of the wooden set. Knit Pro, the Knitter Pride, Knit Pro ginger sets, they're smooth as butter. They are, the needles, they're wooden needles. Because I have a mess ton of 6.5s. I ordered extras because that's my favorite size. They're smooth. They're, oh, come on, do your thing. But they're just very smooth wooden needles. They're not bamboo. I don't like bamboo needles. The few bamboo needles I have worked with drag, and I feel like with acrylics and just any yarn in general, dragging, you're damaging the yarn. So I don't try that. Started out with a cheap set of bamboo from AliExpress, and then found that I love Tunisian, so I got the metal ones and haven't looked back. I like the metal ones, like I said, when I'm trying to work up some stuff fast, especially blankets, when I'm working them up, trying to work them up fast, because, you know, I'll put myself on deadlines. But when it comes to, if I want to take my time, because it's, you know, the stitches are a little bit delicate, or there's the stitch combination, then I will use my wooden ones. I prefer wood. I just prefer wood. I can feel when I split the yarn. I can feel when I skip a stitch with my wooden ones. I can't feel that with metal. See if I missed anything else. Pimping me out. Let's see. Yeah, and they're just Tunisians. To me, like regular crochet doesn't keep my attention or my mind busy as Tunisian does. And Tunisian crochet, because you're having to like, especially if you're doing stitch combinations, you have to look. there's only a few stitches you can just mindlessly do in Tunisian, and I'll do them sometimes. I'll do the mindless stitches, but most of these, you know, they require you to look and count and keep looking. Hey, hi Salem. In Nancy, I do too. Are you able to make the hooks ergonomic? The only not the cable sets you're not able to. Unfortunately, the only way you're going to be able to make an ergonomic hook is take a Afghan hook and either get the Coban or get the Susan Bait add-on that you can put onto it. Hi, Joe. That's about the only way you're going to be able to make any of these hooks ergonomic. Now, and I'm telling you, you can make a full project on these with these. I made full blankets with them, but if you're going to get the ergonomic add-on or just roll it Coban galore all over it or tape of some sort, you can still make a panel. And if you do simple let's say you do a panel of simple stitches, do like 10 panels that are this wide or however many stitches wide, and then you can stitch them together like you would a granny blanket. But if you did it in simple stitches, then you can actually do cross stitch on top of it, and that would look really beautiful. Creative Grandma did that for a blanket that she submitted to Bag of Days Animal, and it looked beautiful. I haven't done any. I've done the cross stitch on top. I haven't done a project where I've filmed the cross stitch yet because I haven't found it. I haven't come up with a cross. I don't know. That one's on the back burner because it's something. There's other stuff I want to do before that. No problem, Nancy. And again, you know, my Facebook, you can get a hold of me on my Facebook group anytime, and I answer questions. That stuff, those messages come straight to my phone. I get the ding all the time, and it doesn't bother me. I, unless I'm sleeping, then I don't get it up. I don't answer it till the next day or when I wake up. But, within 15, 20, 30 minutes, it's usually answered. You heard yourself coughing, huh? That's the phone, man. The phone is picking you up through two closed doors. Let's see. What size do you say with a 4-weight? I'd say, Penny, for a 4-weight, you'd want a 6.5 to 7 millimeter. I don't know exactly the U.S. numbers. If you go by numbers or letters. Let's see. Yeah, it is more delicate or more. I'd say it is. Well, it is more elegant in my opinion than crochet. Um, what was the word I'm looking for? Like my mind went blank. Oh my gosh. But I've never knit, so I can't say if it's easier. The and the stitch combinations, like the stitches you can do, some of them do resemble each other. Our knit stitch resembles the garter stitch in knitting. The Tunisian knit stitch resembles the knitting garter stitch. And the Tunisian alpine stitch looks really close to the crochet alpine stitch. Our moss stitch, it looks totally different than their moss stitch. So it has its uses. There's a lot, and there's a lot of lacy stitches I still haven't done, because right now it's not the season for lacy stuff. It's That's what I've been told too. It's very close to almost like knitting, but I don't know how to knit. That's a rabbit hole I want to go down. I really do want to go down a rabbit hole one day of knitting, but I've got so much on my Hi D. I got so much on my dry erase door that it isn't possible yet to go down that hole. Nancy, and thank you. And I'll pull it back up real quick. It's right here. This is the newest blanket. The tutorial will be out. Oh, there's a fuzz. This Wednesday. And it really is just some basic stitches. Tunisian crochet basic stitches. There is a little secret with one of the stitches, and that was actually last week's tutorial on that. And this blanket took 2 weeks, and as you can see, I made it for myself. So since I'm always sitting here, I am 6'1", and it's on the floor right there, and it comes up to the breast line. So it's fairly, and that's 200 rows. So it's a fairly good sized blanket. Nice throw, and you could make it bigger if you wanted to. And I'll give all the dimensions and everything. In the border, I just wanted something simple that didn't detract from the pattern. So I just went with a simple Tunisian gold border. I just wanted something simple, something that didn't take away from the actual pattern that I created. Because it took me, that took me that pattern took me about 3 days to figure out. Oh, there, that's what my shirt says, doggy. I don't like morning people or mornings or people. Let's see. See if I'm missing anything. I am sorry. I don't like dead noise either. Okay. And wait, did I? But, you know, there's just, thank you, Salem. I've got a lot of blankets. I mean, I've got that whole box of yarn that came in 2 weeks ago, and we're going to be ordering some more because I need some whites. And Big Twist didn't have any white. They had white. Don't get me wrong, they had white. But it wasn't white of all the same lot. I'm picky like that. And they weren't the same lot, and it wasn't enough. It was like two to three skeins of each different lot color, and I don't like that. What's on my mannequin is what came out this past Friday. It's a wrap. It's a wrap that pattern I came up with called Date Night, and that's the stitch pattern. I'm waiting for it to show up on the camera over here. There we go. And so that came out this past Friday, and it's on my channel. And the border is a Tunisian picot. I like how this is a 2-weight yarn, and I love how, like, I don't know, elegant that picot looks in the 2-weight. Oh my gosh. Like I was messing around with borders when I was doing this, and I was like, let me try the picot. The Tunisian picot. Oh my gosh. And it fit perfectly. It was like, woo, yes. Um, yeah. So that came out this past Friday. Oh, actually, wait. Yesterday. Came out yesterday. Not this past Friday. Yesterday. And then the prior Friday that was the scarf. Uh, Thank you, D. Thank you all. Bonnie. And that stitch is actually, I mean, it looks complicated. A lot of these stitches look complicated. They're really not. And I try to not make them complicated. Even if they say that they're advanced, or even if they're supposed to be an intermediate stitch, like technically the starburst stitch, which is the main stitch in the wrap, the starburst stitch is technically an intermediate stitch. But if you word it right when you're doing the tutorial and go nice and slow, you can make it a beginner stitch. And that's what I try to do. I try to make everything so beginner friendly that anybody can pick it up and do it. You know, almost every video I do, I show you, regardless of how many times I've done it, hey Lana, I still will show you how to do a chain, how to do a foundation row, how to do a return pass. Just because that's me. That's my style of teaching. I want you to be able to say, oh, I like this stitch. I want to do it. I don't know anything about Tunisian. Well, you can learn it from that one stitch video. Darn it, that's what I'm doing. And Tammy, I have not made a poncho. I have one designed. I do plan on, I'm trying to figure out the color scheme I want for it. I know the stitches I want. I just don't know the color scheme yet. Hey, Jeremy. So I have, as soon as I find the yarn that I want, the color scheme that I want, then I'll be making the poncho. I do know, there's one that I technically have two. One is the Dusty Ombre, which is Clint Eastwood's from The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I'm trying to match colors as best as I can. Hi, Nana Michelle. And that one will be probably done before the other one I'm trying to design, because I'm still trying to get the colors in my head that I want. Okay, Quilty, you have a good day or night. And good night, Doggy Life. Good night, Michelle. And then I've got another Rwana that I wanted to do. And then there's a few more wraps that I still want to do. There's Snakes in the Garden. That, I am probably going to start that after my next blanket, because my next blanket should take me about 2 weeks. And I'll be starting that on the 22nd. And then that'll do, hey, Crystal. I want to do Snakes in the Garden. It's going to be a wrap. I was going to do it as a shawl, but in order for the lacy stitch to do the snake, it has to be a wrap. And it's going to be done in Big Twist Menagerie. This is called the Chameleon colorway. It's greens. I don't know why that's not really, it's showing a little bit brighter than what it really is. Actually, it's kind of throwing it off. And this is the Chameleon colorway. It's a 3-weight. And I was going to do it as, like I said, I was going to do it as a shawl, but I couldn't get the lacy stitch that I'm going to be using that's going to create like a snake effect. I can't do it on a shawl. Hi, Jen. So I have to do it as a wrap, because that way then I can get the effect that I want. And it's not going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap that I'm going to have to work long ways instead of short ways up. It'll be long ways up. Uh, so there's that, and there's just a couple mosaic pieces that I've kind of messed around with already in design, and there's gonna be some very, I don't know when I'm gonna get to it though. I designed. Let me pull up. I have to look at my writings. One, two. What is that? No. So two really. They're gonna be cool blankets, but they're gonna be a little complicated. Um, because of the. They're gonna be designed like granny squares, and then we're gonna put them together. Hi, Lorraine. So I'm not 100% sure how I want to work those. If I want to work them as, you know, I'm not 100% sure yet. That's a project down the road because I still need to find the perfect yarn colors I need for it. The mosaics I've got, like, oh my gosh. We put this up. I'm gonna grab the colors I want to use for. Is it this one? Yes. And oh no, it fell. So one mosaic that I have in my head, I haven't graphed this one out yet, has the big twist, vortex, and this is, I know this. This is called the Neon Rainforest, paired with this gray. It's either this gray or I'm going to go a little bit lighter of a gray. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's one mosaic that I want to mess around with. I want to do a bright mosaic. And I want to I'm thinking it's going to have to be a little bit lighter of a gray. I do have some greens, but those greens I have allocated for another blanket, unfortunately. But I'm thinking it's either that gray or lighter gray. And then I have some charcoal and mustard that I want to do for another type of mosaic. And Tunisian mosaic is totally done differently. It is done way differently than crochet mosaic. Way differently. The main thing for Tunisian mosaic is drop downs. And it is done, you don't really carry colors. It's just done differently. Because there's like, I know I've looked around because I've been wanting to do one, and it's the Apache's Tear blanket. Just do it, you know. Everybody's been putting them on their channel. It's like, why not? And all the Tunisian Apache Tears that I've seen haven't done it the way that I want to do it. And there's I call them the drop down stitches, but they're called the extra long Tunisian front post double crochets. I just call them the drop down because that's just a lot easier. Okay, Karen. Good night, sweetie. No, Lana, you shouldn't. They're totally kind of they're different. There's different ways to do different mosaics. The way I'm wanting to do this mosaic is you just change color every row and you're just doing drop downs. That's what I call them, but they're called front post double crochets or extra long Tunisian front post double crochets. Too long of a word, just drop down it. And I lost my train of thought. Oh, but they do it by just changing color like you would on a Graphgan. And for the Apache Tears blankets, and that's not what I want texture. There's going to be a lot of my blankets coming up. A lot of them going to have a lot of texture, and I like texture. A flat piece is fine, you know, but give me a texture blanket any day, and I love it. Good night, Ricky. Yes, Krista, exactly. But I want to thank you all for coming in tonight, being here with me, keeping me company for a little bit, and and chatting. And I'm so like thrilled that you guys are like y'all deal with my excitement of Tunisian. um, and thank you all for that. You guys just keep me going and everything. Hi, Lisa. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you all go tonight. You all have a good night. I don't think I'm gonna be going live this week at all until the weekend again because I got a lot of stuff to do to film, and I'm not gonna be able to go live and probably till the weekend. So I will see you all then. And if I see y'all out and about on the streets, hi. So I'll see y'all then, and y'all have a great day. And remember, like I always keep saying, and the reason why I say it, I always say keep stitching. And the reason why I say that is because if you keep stitching, you're still moving forward. So keep stitching. Y'all have a good night. It's over here.